Good morning, judges. Today, Error 606 is presenting before you Blue Brain, the smart hub for marine living resources, under the problem statement ID 25041.
At present, organizations like CMLRE collect and manage huge amount of marine data from oceanography, fisheries, biology, taxonomy, molecular biology, and much more. However, these datasets are scattered across multiple systems, stored in different formats, and lack of interoperability, which means that too much human intervention is needed to analyze any kind of dataset. Because of this, it becomes very much difficult to perform cross-domain analysis, real-time decision making, and advanced research. This ultimately slows down the whole process of resource management, policy formulation, and scientific discoveries. So how do we solve this problem is that our solution, Blue Brains, aim to break these data like scattering. We do this by standardizing and integrating fragmented data sets such as fisheries, records, genetic data, and ocean sensor outputs into a single unified platform. And this helps to create a comprehensive resource for multi-scale analysis, supporting everything from small-scale species monitoring to large-scale ocean pattern studies. So how do we uniquely approach is very important to understand that we have three main aspects from where we approach our problem statement, and that are integrated data platform. So the Blue Brain acts as a unified system that connects molecular, fisheries, and oceanographic data using AI and domain ontologies, ensuring smooth data flow and interoperability in marine sciences, so that not much human intervention is needed when any data is flowing around different systems. And advanced AI analytics is also the same, that the whole story is about to end the human intervention, and it should be very much AI based and very much smoothly it should go on. So we employ deep learning for tasks like species identification and anomaly detection for ecosystem threats, and reinforcement learning to optimize data collection and prediction models. And the third one would go like accessibility and collaboration. Blue Brain democratizes ocean data, making it accessible to scientists, policymakers, and even civil society. This promotes collaboration, transparency, and innovation in marine conservation and resource management. So, in short, Blue Brain is not just a data integration tool, it's a smart AI-driven ecosystem that transforms how do we understand, protect, and sustain our marine life. By connecting data, people, and intelligence, Blue Brain aims to power the future of marine research and conversation. For the technical approach, I would like to, it's over to Vidansh.
The details for our technical framework are as follows. The front end would be responsible for sending natural language queries to backend along with the display of structured results. The front end would include React and HTML for the UI components with input boxes, results table, and leaflet/recharts for the chart results as necessary. Python would be our general go-to language for the backend, along with the inclusion of Fast API and LangChain for the handling of LLM pipeline. Backend would be receiving those natural user queries and will pass it to what we call as LLM parsing layer, which will be responsible for extracting out the technical parameters from the user's inquiry. Now the libraries prospects for the data visuals and mapping are recharts or plotlib and leaflet or mapbox.gl respectively. We would also like to include some pre-processed queries with the backend in order to make the system more effective and less time consuming. This will be done through caching, that is storing frequent queries on PostgRE or PostGIS databases, storing bounding boxes for common areas like Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, or the west or the east coast of the Indian coastline. Third, including pre-mapped local language terms for different species. Overall, the general data flow would be the front end receiving the user's inquiry, which will be then transferred to the backend or passed on to the backend. Furthermore, the query is processed through the language model for the extraction of technical parameters. Backend runs an OBIS query search for those parameters, and the data is then displayed.
Firstly, talking about feasibility, our solution is technically feasible because it's built with a cloud-ready AI pipeline, meaning it can easily scale and adapt to large workloads. We have also designed a scalable backend which ensures that the system can grow and support long-term adaptation without major overhauls. Finally, it's cost-effective compared to maintaining multiple fragmented systems, so it's both practical and sustainable. However, there are a few challenges that needs to be considered. One is handling heterogeneous data formats like eDNA and taxonomy data, which vary a lot in structures. Other challenges is ensuring real-time performances, since delays can affect the accuracy and usability of results. And lastly, we need to focus on training scientists and policymakers to properly interpret and use the system. To overcome these challenges, we have developed a few strategies. First, we'll use automated data standardization and AI schema alignment to handle different data types consistently. Second, we need to plan and pilot the system on small data sets before large-scale deployment. This helps refine performances and reliability. And finally, we'll secure APIs that follow fair data principle, making data findable, accessible, interpretable, and reusable. So in conclusion, there are challenges, but our project is both feasible and scalable. to clear strategies and ensure success in real world deployment. Now, my friend Posto will talk about the impacts and benefits.
Moving on to impacts and benefits. India's oceans are vital for food, climate, and the economy. But today, marine data is scattered across silos, oceanography, taxonomy, morphology, and molecular biology, making it hard to connect insights. Our AI enabled platform will unify these diverse datasets into one intelligent system. It will allow real time analysis, automated species identification, ecosystem modeling, and easy access to biodiversity trends. The impact is clear: faster scientific discoveries, a stronger policy for sustainable fisheries, and a powerful backbone for India's blue economy. In short, this platform transforms marine data into actionable knowledge, ensuring healthy ocean and sustainable growth for the future.